Greetings everyone, what is up with me again, Tam Prime 1 with another video review for on this video review. We're taking a look at Transformers Cybertron Voyager class Vector Prime. I must say this right here. Back in the day whenever they introduced the Transformers Cybertron TV series, I kind of forgot about the series after a certain point, but once I got back on into it, I was glad to see this series as well, especially with a brand new character, Vector Prime. Now, I will admit this, I'm not fully for certain if I did not know a whole lot about Transformers back in the day, because I was still getting into it, still very young with this stuff right here. Because I think I said this beforehand. I think I told you all that my first series back in the day was Transformers Armada. But yeah, I was still learning a whole lot about Transformers, and Vector Prime was a brand new addition to the whole franchise for me. So yeah, love this character, and I also love the fact they gave him his little minicon right here, safeguard. His little minicon safeguard. Let's take a quick look at him. But first thing, before I take a real quick look at him, I should really alliterate my words a little bit better, because I was trying to say this instead. Like right here, I love the detailing they cut into Vector Prime right here for his little minicon, right where his fists and his little shoulder pads go. Well, right where his turbines, right where his shoulders are. You all know the whole thing. Little minicon powering port right here, and also this right here is meant to hold his little minicon body right there. He's basically like a shell form, and I'll fully stay in my hand. Thank you. Yeah, my hands are not like they used to be back then. Now just go ahead, power link him right there, and voila. Short safeguard can stay right there. I said short round safeguard can power link and stay right there. So yeah, very nicely done with him. Love what they did with him right here, and I also love the fact that, and please stay in my hand. Or if it's my hand, bad hand. I will hit you later on if you do not. I know I'm failing at being a comedian, but I'm trying my best. But yeah, well, I'm not really trying to be a comedian. I'm just trying to be a little funny. But yeah, my hand does not hold on to these things like they used to anymore, especially since I'm 34 years old. But anyways, looking at this right here, you can see the little transparent windshield right there on the Cybertronian spaceship. Very nicely done. Love the little Autobot symbol right there. Also, the guy I bought this from, I realized this as soon as I came on home with him. Let me see if I can get this more properly aligned on. Okay, yeah, I want to bring this more center. I'm going to center the camera a bit more as well. There we go. There we have it. That's pretty much a lot more centered than it once was, but it still looks a bit off somehow. It looks a bit off You guys can see how off it looks. I do not know why it looks so incredibly off. Maybe it's, well, I'll fix it up later on. But right now, taking a look at this guy right here, moving the camera over once again. Look at this guy right here. Yep, he would have had a missile, but the guy I bought him from, from what I can tell, I can tell he honestly did not tell that he was not fully completed, because like I did find a missile online, but I kept on forgetting about it over time, especially with all my clutch cuts and whatnot. And the missile is going to cost me about $40, so yeah, that's why I was a bit hesitant on buying it right then and there. But other reasons, I'm not going to get into the details, but yeah, he definitely does need a missile right there, because like right here's a little trigger mechanism right there. But yeah, I do love of how they made him overall, especially right where his sword is stored. I cannot talk at all. Yeah, this is right where his sword is stored right here in the side of his vehicle mode, because like you can see right, his sword like is pretty much is also in a little bit of a disguise as he has in his vehicle mode. And I'll say this, come here, thank you. You see, I cannot hold them like I used to anymore from back then. But I'll say this, like with the Legacy United Vector Prime, I've seen how they can store his other sword on him, and along with the Cyberplanet key. And speaking of his Cyberplanet key, here it is, and as you all should know, right fast. I'm going to do this right fast. Just plug in right here. I know I should have waited until he was in robot mode, but yeah, that's his Cyber key power right there. And I'm not for sure if that's the actual sound effect it makes. I forgot to look up a YouTube video on him if there was like another Vector Prime one out there that had like probably like a more better sound than this guy did. But yeah, and also I will say this, I did order up the Legacy United version of Vector Prime. And I will admit that there's a lot to say about that version. There's a lot to say about that version, but we'll get down to that later on. But right now, let's continue on taking a look at him right here. Beautiful detailing, especially with the clockwork like gears right in here. Because like since he's space and time in the show, they would always show these things whenever he would. Well, inside here they would show his. Well, from his body out, they would show his little clockwork gears spinning and like rotating slightly and whatnot, and like clicking away as it sounded like they were taking it, whatnot. So yeah, I love that bit right there. But yeah, you can definitely see like the little gears right there. You can't see them right here, but I do wish they probably would have placed a resemblance of them somewhere on here, but they did not. And right in here, y'all can tell like this is supposed to be his abdomen, like right where his chest area, well, his little space and time areas right here. I think, I'm not for sure, but I cannot talk still. So yeah, try to bear with that they did put in here. Very nicely done. Also, right here on the bottom of his vehicle mode, you can definitely see his little satellite dishes right there. Well, his little satellites right here. I'm not for sure what these are supposed to be used for. I think these are supposed to be like used for detailing or something, or to help him with communication, what have you. Not for sure. But I also do love the solar panel like wings right here. The little solar panel wings that they put on him right there. The little bit of detailing right in there as well. Love all that. Love all that. But yeah, very nice figure. Overall. Also, there's one thing I'm a bit curious about. Can he, like, even though his fist is in there, because I remember this from the series. It's like you can take him and potentially you have to. I think you have to bring him out. Laptop went down. Sorry about that. I'm not using my old laptop. I'm having to use another laptop. My wife is helping me with my fan fiction project. So yeah, let's go ahead and try to take this on now right here. Come on, safeguard. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just going to do a quick transformation process with safeguard right now. I don't have any other mini cons to do a size comparison of him with, but to show all of you how he looks in his little robot mode. Very nice little robot mode. Very nice. As soon as I do up the mini con team, the mini con teams, I'm going to go ahead and bring in safeguard for a comparison with them. So yeah, right here is safeguard in his little robot mode right there. Transform him back into his little ship mode. His little ship mode right here. I would do it in one of my quick transform or reverse transform videos, but quite frankly, we're not doing that right now. And there we are. I have that. Now I'm just going to keep him out for the time being, as we are going to go ahead and do the size comparisons with him. First up, we're going to go ahead and put him with. I thought so with this one. Here we go. Yeah, Leader Class Optimus Prime. Look at how big a Voyager class compared to a Leader class. Well, technically they are still the same size these days. And whoops, wrong one. He is also with Leader Class Megatron. You have that right there. You can definitely tell they downscaled a lot of the stuff over time. I wish that they would have let them upscaled over the course of time. And also here he is with Hot Shot, Red Alert, Scatter Shot. And I'll have to say this, if I was to try to put these three guys on him, they all would not fit, because like you can definitely tell, like, I'm just going to show you all right in their vehicle modes. Yeah, I don't think they all would have been able to fit on him properly at all, unless of course if that is possible to do. I will do it quickly with Hot Shot right here, very quickly. Somewhat transformed, and yeah, I won't be able to put them on Vector Prime at all. Vector Prime would have to be much larger in order for him to transport them, but Scattershot, however, would be much more simpler to transport. Because yeah, of that one episode of Transformers Cybertron they were in, whenever they were attacked by Megatron with his new found gun, they got savagely destroyed right there. Also including him with Cybertron Defense Scattershot, Cybertron Defense Hot shot. And Cybertron defense. Red alert. Get an idea from these three right here. They have those. Now for the transformation process. As we all know, Safeguard would have launched off and flew off at this point. So it's a very straightforward transformation. Just take Vector Prime's legs, rotate them on out like so, rotate them on like so, and these tabs would have went into the heels of his feet right here. And I'll show you a little fast. This should be quick and easy. There we go. Tap them right there, and they're secure-ish. So yeah, you have that. Rotate his feet on up. There you go. Take this top section of his entire robot, of his vehicle mode right here. Well, first things first, let's collapse these on in. We'll fold them on in and just rotate them on down. They are pretty smooth ratchet joints. Well, pretty bumpy, but pretty smooth at the same time. You all know what I mean. Take this front section of his vehicle mode and untap it and just rotate this all the way on down. Now these two little tabs will go into these big slots right here, so that way it can hold this in firmly. Because like, look at this, pretty firm. Well, yeah, and from right there, you just take Victor Prime's head and you rotate this around, rotate his head around, bring up his shoulder pads, and you will unplug his arms from both sides of his waist, and bring them out and slide this on up. Same thing on this side right here. Well, you can slide it on up if you want to, but go ahead and do that like that right there. There you go. There you are. This way, the little armor plating can now be out of the way of the fist, so that way you can now take his sword, bring out his sword, and take his sword and plug it into his fist right here. And here we have Vector Prime in his full-fledged robot mode, and I must say, still really great job. May not be entirely accurate with the paint job, but still they did a great job nonetheless. I feel like I want to copy Davy Jones right now. But yeah, taking a look at his face right here, one thing I learned a while back is that his face was actually used as inspiration for the Autobot symbol. Because hang on for a second, let me bring in Optimus Prime right here. His little, you guys can pretty much see like the resemblance between the Autobot symbol and the face sculpt right there. Like take a look at this right here. Take a look at that right there. So yeah, you guys can definitely see like the resemblance between Vector Prime's face and the Autobot symbol. Even I began to see once I really began watching the Transformers series. I never really noticed anything like that back in the day, like the attention to details and whatnot. I never really noticed that because like I was a teenager back then. I did not know how to pay attention to that right there. So yeah, you have all that right there. Also, one thing I almost forgot. Take Safeguard and he will power link onto his left arm right here, so that way Vector Prime can pew pew bang bang. I just copied M-Go. So he can go die. I will defend the Omega Lock with my last remaining Spock or something. I can't think of it right off the top of my head right now, but yeah, you use Safeguard right there as a little blaster. And if you're wondering, no, you cannot take on any blast effect because this thing is a bit of a weird shape right there, like a bit of like an ovalish shape or rectangular shape or something. Not for sure, but yeah, you can definitely do that right there. And with Vector Prime, oh wow, I had no idea. He could actually do that. I had no idea. Hang on. Okay, I'm gonna place Safeguard onto this fist instead. There we go. Whoops, Safeguard came off. I thought I plugged them on there properly. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, right there we go. Yeah, there's a little loudspeaker right there. So let's also do the same thing with the Cybertron key. And also one thing I should have mentioned earlier, but I think I was waiting until I transformed him first, was that in the Cybertron key you can see the Earth, Speed, Beast, Giant. I know that's not in exact order, but y'all get it. And also there's let's see, what's that right there? Looks like the Autobot symbol. Hang on, let me have a quick look off camera. Oh my gosh, I did not notice that. This is the first time I noticed that. That is, I know I've seen this beforehand multiple times, but this is the Autobot symbol inside of the Vector Prime Cyberplanet key. So he has all 4 planets on him, on the Cyberplanet key, along with the Autobot symbol showing his allegiance to the Autobot side. So yeah, I do love what they did right here. Like, and also I'm glad that the fact that they that made these symbols like a part of Vector Prime right here, because like he may be in allegiance with the Autobots, but they wanted to make it more, I think, universal with him to show that he came to their universe out of space and out of the area of space and time in order for him to like have out the Autobots. So yeah, this Cyberplanet key right here represents him a great deal. Especially with how like each Cyberplanet key they came on out with represents each Autobot. As we all remember, Optimus Prime has the Cyberplanet key in the shape of in the Matrix of Leadership, while Megatron, he has more of a kind of like a Decepticon-esque Cyberplanet key, showing that he is like his Cyberplanet key I believe more represents chaos and destruction. While as for Starscream, his Cyberplanet key, as we all know, is the Decepticon Cyberplanet key, so it shows that he's second in command of the Decepticons. And also with each of the Autobots and some of the Decepticons like Thunder Blast, Thundercracker, and I think Landmine, along with Red Alert, they are all representatives of Earth. Hotshot, as we all know, became the representative of Speed Planet. So yeah, each Cyberplanet key does represent an Autobot and Decepticon in their own unique way. But these Cyberplanet keys right here, oh yeah, that's right. It's because like since Vector Prime is part of space and time, this represents him even more because of where he's from. While the Matrix of Leadership affected Optimus Prime's Cyberplanet key in the representation of his being the Matrix of Leadership, being shipped as the Matrix of Leadership. Wow, that's a lot to explain. There's a lot to explain. But yeah, going right ahead and doing this right here real fast. I do wish I knew what the original sound was for Vector Prime. I honestly do wish I knew what the original sound was for him, but I got him like so many years from the seller at the Comic-Con. But yeah, and still I love all the details on him, including right here in this little chest piece right here and this little chest cavity right there. Very nicely done. Hasbro, like I don't know why Hasbro decides to like skip out on these guys right here. Also, if you're all wondering like why I've gotten these guys right here over, like why I've gotten so many of those guys over the Optimus Prime figure that came on out for like the War for Cybertron trilogy line, I'll explain that as soon as I get the other Vector Prime figure, if I remember to do so. Now, let's go ahead and do a quick comparison a little fast. But first things first, let's take out his sword right here. Put his sword right back into here. Kind of plug this up, bring this on down. There you go. There you are. You have that. There you are. Now for the size comparisons, here he is once again with Optimus Prime. And no, he will not be featured in his super mode, along with Megatron. He is not willing to stand up for some odd reason. I do not know why. Maybe that'll work. Yep, it worked. You guys can definitely tell Megatron is definitely taller than Vector Prime is. Over here, put Optimus Prime back on over here. He is with Hotshot, Red Alert, and Scattershot. There we go. There we are. And now for the Cybertron defense team. Here he is with Cybertron defense hot shot. Red alert. And I'll put hot shot a bit more up here. Again, he's the small one out of the three. And scatter shot. So there I have that right there. Comparisons. And there we have that. There we go. And I'll say this, that is pretty much it for Transformers Cybertron Voyager class Vector Prime. Now if you're wanting to get them on up, your best bet is to get them up on eBay or the Comic-Con or a comic book shop if they have him there. But yeah, and also I do recommend trying to get the Legacy United version, even though it's probably not as good as this one is. I do recommend you guys kind of try and grab that one on up for comparison as well. But yeah, they definitely did a really good job with Vector Prime. I must say this. Oh boy, he's definitely worth it all. He's definitely worth the pickup right there. I keep on forgetting this laptop is not like my old one. So if y'all have enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe with me and Richmaker. Check me out on my check me out on all the social. Check me out on my Temple Mind Gaming channel and a potential live stream video for later on this week. I might be trying to announce that for later on down the line with more of my video reviews. And also check me out on social media such as Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Discord, and so on. And yes, I do have a Discord server. But quite frankly, I'll admit this, I do try to limit to certain people because I'm trying to keep that place like as friendly as possible and less chaotic. I'll admit that right there. So everyone, until next time, I'm Tim Prime 1 and I'll be signing off right now. So peace out.